All right, I've got a rare weekend update for the DCEU, and I have a number of things I want to talk about today. So first of all, I just got back from seeing the Batman for the third time with my daughter. One of my daughters hadn't seen it yet, and I decided to take her. It was a Saturday afternoon, and my wife wasn't around, so I decided to take my daughter to go see it. And I will tell you, it's getting to be more of a chore to sit through that movie than the first two viewings. And the movie really, I'm hoping the sequels could be a lot better and that they can build upon the world that they have created. But on that note, there was a Joker scene that was released by Warner Brothers earlier this week. And it showed Barry Keoghan as the Joker. And there's a scene where Batman actually goes to Arkham Asylum. And he goes there to get some information about the Riddler, thinking that the Joker will be able to give him that information. I'll leave a link to that video in my description so that you guys can click that. It is directly from Warner Brothers, and it gives you a good look at the Joker. I have mixed feelings about the look of the Joker, and I could see why it wasn't in the movie. It really wasn't going to add a lot other than just bring the Joker in there in some arbitrary way. But it does look like he has had some past experience or a history with Batman at this stage, since he is in year 2 and he is in Arkham, and I'm sure Batman put him there. So hopefully we'll see more about that in the second movie, but I don't want the Joker to be the main focus. I hope he's in there kind of like what they did with the scene here. We know he's in there. I think this was a better scene than the one they did in the movie. The one that they actually did in the movie didn't really give you a look at him and was actually a poor introduction. It was just a minor tease, and I think this would have been a more effective scene than that was. But, I digress. It is what it is. Warner Brothers is really trying to build upon that world, and I don't blame them. It's a decent film. I do want to see the Penguin show, but honestly, the movie has fizzled at the theater. It's not going to get anywhere near the $1 billion mark that they were expecting. So there's the first story. The second thing I want to talk about is Snyders Post that he did on social media. He did this interesting post, and I'll put a picture of that here in the video so you guys can see this. And it shows the date of the original release of, Justice League, and then when his got released. And he doesn't post for no reason, which is interesting. Everything he posts does have meaning behind it. And he's done a few of these posts which are interesting. If you go back to what he did at Thanksgiving, he did a very interesting post about his turkey, and the camera's going in and out. And in the background, you could see the Final Crisis book, the graphic novel, along with his notebook. So he doesn't just do stuff like this for no reason. And in his post, as you could see, it says, "This means something." And I don't think he meant just the fact that it's awesome that we got it. I think it means a lot more down the line, and we'll see where that leads here in the future. So let's talk about the merger now. This was some big news that just dropped yesterday, and I don't know how true this is. I haven't been able to find the source. But it says that the new name of the Warner Brothers Discovery merger, the film division, is going to be called Warner Brothers Discovery Motion Pictures. And this is what the Post says. Will comprise the company's film production labels, including Warner Brothers Pictures, New Line Cinema, Warner Animation Group, DC Studios, and among others. The division will be led by Emma Watts, replacing WB Pictures chairman Toby Emmerich. So if this is true, and I believe it is because of the way this is written, Toby's gone. So now we've got Ann Sarnoff. She's gone, and so is Toby for sure. It says that, talking about Emma Watts, will report directly to Zaslav. It says, note, films will now be released under a different label depending on the film, instead of, for example, New Line's films being released through Warner Brothers, similar to Disney and Sony releasing films under different labels. So it looks like DC Studios, when they release a DC film, it will be called DC Studios, which is interesting. So we now have Ann Sarnoff, who is gone, and news that Toby Emmerich is also, he's gone as well, which is what we've all been hoping for. So this is all good news. Like I said in a previous video, with the merger, both Warner Brothers, what's left, and Discovery, they each get a certain amount of people on the board, and it's going to be divided up. But the two biggest problem people are gone. Now, I'd say the king of the problem is still there. As far as we know, Hamada has not been voted out just yet. So we're going to see. I wouldn't be surprised if he sticks around and he's going to be part of the board. If they haven't announced it yet, I'm pretty sure he's going to be sticking around. But we'll see where that leads in the future. The last thing I want to talk about is this Peacemaker Season 2 tease by James Gunn. He has now promised that we're going to see more DCEU cameos in the second season, and he also went out of his way over the last couple of days to say that Peacemaker is bisexual. And I'm like, I have no idea why that's relevant to the story. I don't know why these filmmakers keep doing this stuff and shoving this kind of information down the throats of the viewers. It is completely unnecessary and does not hold any relevance on the materials itself, other than to appease a very small section of society, which is just weird to me that they go that route, to go out of their way to do that. But that's the kind of the information that was released over the last couple of days. So we've got the Joker scene, we've got the Snyders Post, we have the news about the merger, and we have the James Gunn tease for the second season of Peacemaker. All right, that's all I've got for you guys right now. If more information comes out over the next week, I will be doing more videos, so stick to my channel. If you haven't already, please like the video, subscribe, share it. The more information that people have, the more people see this, the bigger my audience grows, the more content I'll be able to bring you guys. So I do appreciate it, and we will see you guys on the next video.